Welcome to the FAANG FX Crypto and Precious Metal Report. Let's see what happened this week. You are looking at Meta. Meta still looks pretty good to the upside. Structures still to the upside. The algorithms are held in place to the upside, and AI is showing upside pressure. Right now, this is the high we need to break to continue moving to the upside. I think sideways to upward momentum for now should be the course. Here's Amazon, pretty much the same story. Structures to the upside, algos are to the upside. AI showing upside pressure. I think we're going to move sideways to up from here on out for a little while. Apple. Okay, now Apple's run into a mirage of roadblocks. You have the dispute over in the European Union with the distribution for Apple developers, and now recently this week the Department of Justice has filed what appears to be an antitrust violation offense against Apple. So from a technical analysis standpoint, the algos have flipped to the downside here a while ago. Structures to the downside, and we have downside pressure for AI. We broke through the first small low here. We've been kind of hanging here at the next major milestone. If we break through this, I think we're going to continue to go down for Apple at least until this area right here. So my forecast is still sideways to down for Apple. Keep a close eye on them. They could go at any moment. All right, Netflix is looking strong. Upside movement, algos to the upside, structure to the upside, AI to the upside. So the high we're trying to get to is right about here at 680. So sideways to up for Netflix. Google's up next. Google also has had several hiccups here in the past. They had their problem with Bard, which is now Gemini, and I think this pop is because they made the announcement, or Apple made the announcement that they're partnering with Google to do their AI for them. So Google was kind of in this death spiral to the downside, down to our order pools over here, bounced off of that, and now we're threatening to break out to the upside again. If this high gets breached, all indicators will probably flip in the other direction, but for right now I'm just going to say sideways. We'll see what happens. There's lots and lots of news every week that's pushing these things around, so let's just stick with sideways for now. All right, let's look at some of the currency pairs. Right now Euro USD is in structure to the downside. The algos still haven't flipped yet, and we don't see any pressure from AI yet, but I'm going to say sideways to down for Euro USD. Pound dollar structure is to the upside, algos are to the upside, but I'm going to stick with, there's also a small order pool over here, but I'm going to stick with my forecast to the sideways movement for pound dollar for now. All right, dollar yen has bounced back to what my original forecast was, which was up. We had a little bit of a pullback here, but that stopped and reversed in the last 2 weeks. We have structure to the upside. The algos never really flipped back down. This is the high we're trying to break. We're pretty much at it, so we'll have to watch and see this week what happens with this to see if it continues to move to the upside. Dollar Chief, sticking with my forecast. Algos are up, structure is now up. We're going to continue moving sideways to up until we reach this order pool, at which point we will either trek sideways, but I suspect we will probably have a little reversal there and move back to the downside. Bitcoin. All right. Looks like the cryptos are finally taking a little bit of a rest. We still have a strong structure to the upside, algos to the upside, and AI to the upside, but we have pulled back down to 63. Looks like the high we reached was right around 73, 74-ish. So that's the new high that we have to break to continue our momentum to the upside. But I'm going to leave my forecast alone and say we're going to continue to go to the upside on Bitcoin. That being said, same thing for Ethereum. I'm going to stick with my upside forecast, and Litecoin. Same thing. I'm going to stick with my upside forecast on that as well. All right, last but not least, precious metals, gold. Starting to move a little bit sideways, but structure still to the upside. We had the big breakout a couple of weeks ago. We're consolidating a little bit here. AI showing pressure to the upside. I still think we're going to go up. Here's the high we got to break to continue that momentum, but I'm feeling pretty good about gold going up. Same thing with silver, almost the exact same forecast for it. Algo's a flip to the upside, structures to the upside. Here's the high right around 27-ish, 28-ish. If we break that, that will continue our trek to the upside. All right, that's it for this week. Over and out from Bill. Introducing some new things for 2024. First of which is the FX Morning Mayhem podcast. Each week I will go over my sentiment for the marketplace, point out any significant news of the day, give you my top picks on my watch list, and then hopefully give you some tips and tricks on how you can improve your trading. If you like the FAANG report, you should check out the Trade Faction. The Trade Faction is a Slack channel in which I post my trading plan for the day and go through my trades in detail. If you just want to learn about trading or hang out, you can come to the Trade Faction. Best thing about it, it's free. Just go to the website, click on the link, and join for free.